Hey everyone, I'm Jeff Teague with Toyota Jeff Reviews, and I'm really excited. Jeff Westcott, how's it going, Jeff?
Good, man.
Westcott Designs, we've got the SEMA concept. This is the Baja Cruiser. You excited to show it off?
I'd love to show it off. I appreciate you coming over and giving me the opportunity to even share it with you.
All right, so Jeff, the Baja Cruiser, what inspired you on this one? What did it start as?
So the deal was when we talked to Toyota wanted us to do a vehicle, something that we couldn't build in the garage. And on top of not being able to build in the garage, we said, okay, do you want us to build something that's a rock crawler? Do you want us to build something overland? Or do you want us to build something that's maybe out in the desert? And they said, let's build something that you would build out take out in the desert and be able to go at high speeds and build something in that matter. So we said, you know what? Let's build a concept trophy truck, luxury pre-runner truck. And so that's kind of what this whole thing was built around.
All right, excellent. So this is starting as a 2024 Land Cruiser First Edition. What color was it?
It was originally gloss black.
Okay.
And when we got it, and we decided we wanted to do a monochromatic finish on it with some tie-ins with some of the gloss and the matte finish. And we added a lot of, if you look at most of the stuff that runs this way across the truck, we left that all in the gloss finish. Door handles, trim moldings, mirrors, everything like that, so we could tie the two in together.
That's very cool. What do you want to show off here?
You know what?
Let's go all the way around, Jeff.
We'll start in the front up here. We wanted to build something like, we always have like a trinket or egg, like a Easter egg kind of design. And so that was kind of where it started up here in the front with the grill. So we built this grill and we built some of the other attachments on the vehicle that match this design. We built all the emblems, we machined all the emblems, they're billet machined aluminum. And then we wanted to make it where it was really clean, but you knew when you looked up close, you could see, there's the company that built it right there in the A. So just little detail things like that.
Oh, that
then
is
we
genius.
Incorporated the factory camera back into it, so we wanted all the safety stuff
I noticed
on the truck
that,
as well.
It's got the multi-terrain monitor. Love the
we wanted
rigid
to bring
lights
the ground
here.
clearance up in the front, but we also wanted to be able to reincorporate all the factory plastics. So we took it up and we took it up just above the fog light, and we were able to make a nice clean line across the bottom of the fender here. So we were able to have a nice clean line all the way across the front of the truck here. And then with this truck being another 8 inches wider, we were able to like pull the fenders out, and we were able to take it from the hood line here, and this is where the body line changes and starts. It starts here, and we're able to get it out 4 inches from this body line out to there. And if you look, this is more of a gradual out here on the front of the fender, but that was so we could really get it out, and we're able to use the factory body lines all the way through the truck. So we're able to keep it nice and clean.
Okay, very cool. What kind of suspension's on here?
So because they don't make any suspension for this truck, we decided it was best that we just build all suspension. So we built all the lower control arms, they're all machined billet aluminum. We built all the spindles, they're billet machined aluminum as well. And then we built the upper arms to accommodate for all the 3-over or 4-over on the suspension we did on this.
That looks fantastic.
We had to take the lower spring perch and we had to move it up so we could get axle clearancing. You can see down on the bottom of the shaft, but that was so we could get the clearancing because there's not a lot of room between the axle, the steering, and all that stuff to get all that clearancing in there. So we had to make some modifications and design some special parts for that.
What about wheels and tires, Jeff?
So these wheels that we have on here are called a G700. This is a new wheel by Innovate. Wanted to show a new style, a new design, and everything on the finish on this. And then up into the wheel wells here, this is a 17 by 8.5. We did a plus 25 offset on this, and we just set a Toyo Open Country RT Trails, and we did it in a 37 12.5 by 17 on these. So just a nice aggressive sidewall look on this, but yet with great tire on the road if you're going to drive this on the road or even hit the trails with it. Then we get up into the wheel wells here. We did all aluminum tin work up and through here, and you can see all the metal work that we did on all the finishing, fasteners, just how it all fits in here nice and tight. And we actually bring it up underneath the front of the bumper here just to keep it nice and clean and tight.
Let's get along the side here.
Yeah, so what I wanted, and the whole idea was this, is we wanted to have all the nice factory body lines throughout the truck, but then add a little accent line into here, so we did that. And then we also wanted to tie in all the factory plastics in the truck, even along the bottom of the door, on the fenders and everything, so it literally could have been like a OE Plus kind of style. So really clean, kept the factory paint on the mirrors, kept all the factory paint on the door handles, and the little factory up here. So it's just a little bit of gloss with a little bit extra touches on this. So on the interior here, this had the leather. This is a first edition, so it had the leather, and you can see all the perforation in the seats here, and you can see all the stitching in the seats. What I wanted to do is take these Sparco seats, and I wanted them to look like the factory seats that came in it, with all the way the stitching was done, the perforation. And then we kind of tied in some of the yellow and the gold in it, and that's just really, we wanted to give it that special touch that took from the outside and brought it in the inside. We even did so on the door panels and stuff like that. So really kind of make it look like it could have been OEM or OE Plus again on that kind of stuff. And then as far as the floor pans go, you know, we wanted something that you could have great traction on your feet down on the floor, but something that gave a little bit more protection to the floor, you know, with the dirt and stuff like that out on the trails.
Oh yeah, no, I tried it. It's definitely got substance to it.
Yeah. So you can see we kept all the Toyota illumination here and the door sills and stuff like that, and the pans up to there, and I got a brake in them, so it makes them even that much stronger.
It is interesting that if you look at this right here, you'd think, okay, this is a typical Land Cruiser, and then you just pan out like, what have we done here? It's just magic.
Full roll cage throughout the truck, you know, and it's all tied into the frame on this truck.
Yeah.
And then when we look into the back here, you can see where the harnesses all loop in here, and then they fasten down into the floors. And then we've got a center seat here in the back for the passenger. And it's a little bit elevated, so you kind of look up and over and through the middle of the driver and the passenger in the front seats.
Oh yeah.
And then you see right here, these are actually the shock towers, the rear coilover towers. This truck has 22 inches of strapped on it for travel in the rear.
Wow.
Yeah. And then if you really look, you can see all the metalwork here on how the doors were here, and now we've brought them out to here, and as it's starting to expand itself farther out, you can see as it gets even greater through here and on back, and you can see from this body line out to this body line that the whole thing has been extended out and brought out on this truck.
That's very cool. Now this doesn't exactly look stock to me.
That is not stock. Actually, the whole window filler is not. This was all, we bead rolled everything, just like the fender wells. We bead rolled all the windows here, and this is actually a jumping spot for location, or you can use that to obviously power something outside the vehicle. And then you've got the on and off switch here. And then that all feeds into the back here. And we ran that in through the plastic in the back here, and then it runs down into the fenders here. So we kept it all nice and clean. We made the covers for those, but that's so it's all functional. And then we actually have the gas fill, same design on the other side, but the gas fill on this side. So.
Yeah, that is so cool. And if everybody looks over on this side, you'll see what Jeff's referring to.
And this is a quick fill right here to get in there. So we've got the lower trailing arms. So the factory lower trailing arms actually stop right about here. Mm-hmm. And so what we did was we built longer machined aluminum trailing arms for this truck, and they're actually 52 inches long. But that's what helps us get some of our additional travel on that. And if you look up underneath there, you can see all the skid plates in there. We did all the skid plates and how they interlock together, and then we use all the same button fasteners on that. And we drop them out just there in front of the rear drive shaft, so we don't get any conflict there under the big whoops. And then we drop the exhaust out just on the other side, just above the skid plate, so it doesn't get any interference as well.
Yeah, you've definitely outdone yourself this year. This is amazing. I just love the wide stance on here.
Yeah. One of the things I think super cool that people don't realize is this is a quick disconnect up on the light bar here. You can see the little pull pins right there. So like when you're out on the trails, you can literally just pop those pins or put the pins in, put the lights on, and be ready for the night to roll. And then the nice thing is it's on an actuator, so it actually projects out, and you can adjust how far out you want it to project with the switch on the dash. Yeah. So it makes it super functional and whatever you're going to use it for.
Jeff, thank you so much for showing us your baby here. The Baja Cruiser, it's certainly one of a kind.
Yeah,
I just can't believe what you did with it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jeff.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
It means a lot.
You got it.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Please comment below. Reach out to Jeff. Please follow the channel if you're not following right now. Thanks so much.
Thanks.